Was on Twitter um, a little while ago, and I talked to a gentleman named Boxathon 24/7. Salute to you, Boxathon 24/7. He said something to me that made me think something just wow. I wasn't even thinking it. Salute to you. Let's address it.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand. And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
I never really thought about it like this. I consider myself an analytical thinker. I consider myself a person that thinks outside the box. But I'm also human, and there are multi sides of a box depending on how you look at it, right? If you look at a box straight on, it just has four sides. But if you tweak that box just a little bit, it's now more three-dimensional. So now it has four sides, and then you see there's a front side. So if there's a front side, there's potentially a back side. So now that's adding sides. That's what this man just did. Salute to Boxathon 247. This man said to me on a tweet that I made where I said that Devin has to fight everybody. If he doesn't, he's ducking. But nobody else has to fight anybody. And if you say anything about it, then they'll say to you that they can fight who they want to fight. So what he said is, the way I think about it, all of the expectations for Haney to fight everybody is low-key a way of acknowledging how good he is. Bars. So all these people that are running around here hating on Devin Haney are only hating on Devin Haney because they know how good he is. They know how good he is. And then I had to think about it for a little bit. And I'm sitting here like, that's what they did to Floyd Mayweather. They know exactly how good Floyd is, which is why they said Floyd didn't fight Paul Williams, didn't fight Margarito. Floyd Mayweather didn't fight, Freetaz or whoever the hell. Well, he didn't fight this guy. Yeah, I'm like, that, wow. It's the exact same thing. And the pushback that I get when I tell the Tank fans or the Shakur fans, or the Loma, not really so much the Loma fans, but really the Tank and the Shakur fans, hey man, why can't they fight people? Why can't they fight somebody? They're good fighters. Why can't they fight people? The reason why I get a lot of pushback is the opposite of what Boxathon 247 said. The opposite is they don't believe that Tank and Shakur are that good. They really don't. No matter what they say, their actions say something different. Their words say one thing, and their actions say a totally different thing. See, Devin Haney fans are always saying, "Bro, man, I want that fight. let's get that shit. Devin versus Tank, let's get it. Devin versus Shakur, let's get it. Devin versus Gary Antoine, man, let's get it. Devin versus Subiel Matisse, let's get it. Devin versus Tio, let's do it, man. We excited about those." Shakur and Tank fans, on the other hand, you mention those names, it's always an excuse on why it can't happen, on why it shouldn't happen, or on why the other person, doesn't want it. Because low-key, deep down inside, they don't believe that the fighter that they are rocking with is good enough to beat those guys. So they don't want, they're keeping themselves from disappointment. Yeah. Wow, I never really looked at it that way. Never looked at it that. I never turned that box 3D. Yeah, I never turned it 3D. It was always just a flat box with 4 sides. Then when you turn it 3D, that's when you realize there's more than 4 sides to it. And that's what Boxathon 247 did. Salute to Boxathon 247. I followed you today, specifically for that concept. I am a person who can learn a lot about people from what they say to me. From what you say to me, I can learn a lot. From what you tweet, write, text, whatever, I learn a lot. And I learned a lot about Boxathon. I learned that this is another brother that thinks outside the box. And I respect it. Definitely respect it. This is a very, very good statement. It's one that made me sit back and think. And that doesn't happen to me often, because I'm normally thinking about all these different avenues and all these different approaches and all these different ways to get to the end goal. I'm always thinking about these things. But I wasn't thinking about this one. So I was like a kid in the candy store when I read it. I was gassed up, like, wow, damn. So Devin is that good that his haters are low key saying the only real competition he has is people like Boots, Gary Antoine, Subiao, Tio. Those are the only, you don't hear people saying anything about Devin and Frank Martin. And this is no shade to Frank Martin at all, because I rock with Frank Martin. I rock with him heavy. But the facts are the facts. You don't hear people saying we want Devin versus Frank Martin. No, you hear we want Devin versus Tio. We want Devin versus Subriel. We want Devin versus Tank. We want Devin versus Shakur. We want Devin versus Boots. Hell, they say they want Devin versus David Benavidez or David Morrell. They want Devin versus all the top names. But these same people don't want Tank versus the same names. They don't want Shakur versus the same names. The only name that they have in common is Devin. That's it. Because they low-key believe that Devin is better than all these guys. And the only competition he has are the names that they mentioned. You don't hear Shakur fans saying, man, I want Shakur versus all the, man, I want Shakur versus. You don't hear Shakur saying they want, Shakur fans or Shakur himself saying they want to fight Tank. At all. At all. Shakur runs around here talking about Devin day in and day out. He don't say nothing about Tank. Even Devin said, bro, I'm at 147 now. Why aren't you mentioning Tank, bro? Even Devin said this. Even Devin was confused. Like, bro, I'm at 47. Why are you? I mean, I'm at 140. If you want to fight me, well, you're the WBC champion at 135. Well, you petitioned the WBC there. Petition them now. Petition them now to become my mandatory and move up. I only got one belt. Yeah, we know what the splits are. And you're still the B side. You ain't getting no fucking 50-50 with me. But move on up. 25% is on the table. Move on up. Get your 25. This motherfucker's like, that shit dead. That shit dead. We definitely ain't doing that. We definitely ain't taking 25%. We definitely. Who the fuck are you? You're nobody, bro. You're making it, you're saying, you're putting down things of what you won't do. Not what you will do, what you won't do. Nobody even knows what Tank will do. Nobody knows what Subiel Batiste will do. Teofimo Lopez will. We have no idea. But all the pressure is on Devin because more people believe in Devin than they believe in anybody else. Anybody. You don't see people telling Teofimo Lopez to move up and fight Jerron Boots Ennis. You see people telling Devin to fight Boots because they have more belief in Devin than they do in Tio. You don't see Subriel Matisse or Gary Antoine Russell, someone telling them to move up and fight Boots. Gary Antoine beat Boots like 4 or 5 times in the amateurs. Boots beat him once. Gary Antoine beat him like 4 or 5 times, like 3 times back to back to back. You don't hear anybody telling Gary Antoine to move up to 147 and fight Jerron Boots Ennis. Nah, but you do hear them telling Devin to do it. Yeah, you'll see in this video, in these comments, there are going to be all kind of people making all kind of excuses on about why Devin has to do something that nobody else does. Insane. But salute to the homie Boxathon, brother. Definitely appreciate that one. Salute to you, brother. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all follow Boxathon 247 on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on to the next one.